Hello and welcome one and all to the Grant Center here in Danville, Virginia. For today's senior day here at Averett, it's Averett University, the Cougars here at home up against the visiting Hornets of the University of Lynchburg. Averett comes into their last home game of the season today, bringing graduating seniors on the roster, which are number 1, Taylor Ray, number 14, Brianna Sams, number 15, Elisa Harris, number 22, Nikisha Coleman, and number 11, Zaria America. The Cougars right now are sitting at 11th in the ODAC standings. Coming in today, the Cougars are on a 7-game losing streak, which they are hoping to snap here at home today against the Hornets. Last time out, Averett dropped a double-digit loss on the road against Roanoke College, 63-48, where most of the roster for the Cougars were kept to single digits in scoring, except for Zaria America, who went for 12 points on the night and 6 for 3 shooting from the field while grabbing 4 rebounds and a steal. The Cougars will look to snap their losing streak here before going back on the road for the last 2 games of the season against Guilford College down in Greensboro, North Carolina, and Virginia Wesleyan University just down in Virginia Beach. On the other side of things, let's look at the University of Lynchburg here coming in with a record of 12-10, sitting at 8th in the ODAC standings. Lynchburg comes into Danville 12-10 on the season, with their last game resulting in a 54-52 type victory over Hollins University, where the Hornets had 2 players on the roster who score in double digits. The first of them being Audra Petty, who scored 15 points on the night, 1 for 12 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3-point range, 6 for 10 from the free throw line, and pulled down 8 rebounds to round out her night. The other player on the roster is Bree Spainhour, who we've talked about multiple times. She's one of the leaders in the ODAC in both rebounds and in scoring. She scored 12 points, went 6 for 9 from the field, grabbed 11 rebounds. My goodness, in one game. Dished out 1 assist and grabbed 2 steals on the day. The Hornets will look to add to their win streak here in the Grand Center today against the Cougars. Like I talked about, today is senior day and also happens to be the very last home game of the season, so you're going to want to tune into this one as the Cougars will look to get a victory here today against the Cougars. Against the Hornets. We're going to have senior day festivities coming up here in just a little bit, in about 4 minutes here on the Averett Sports Network. We're going to keep it here for the senior day festivities before tip-off of the first quarter of this one. And like I said, welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. I mean, whether you're here online, whether you're here in person, or whether you're watching online, we're glad to have you here for this one, as it's going to be an exciting last home game here for the Cougars before they go on the road. We're going to be right back here on the Averett Sports Network for starting lineups and the national anthem right after the senior day festivities coming up in a bit. We'll be right back in just a bit.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll present the starting lineups. First, for our visitors from Lynchburg. A 5'9" junior from Apex Friendship High School in Holly Springs, North Carolina, number 4, Kate Littleton. Up next, the 5'7" sophomore from Bishop McConnell High School in Bristol, Virginia, number 5, Selah Parker. A sophomore 5'9" guard from Danville, North Carolina, number 23, Audra Petty. A 5'8" senior guard from Wilson Memorial High School in Fisherville, Virginia, number 24, Brooke Mason. And at forward, a 5'10" senior from West Oaks High School in Keene, North Carolina, number 25, Bree Spanow. Lynchburg is coached by Allison Nicholas. And now, today's starters for your Cougars of Averett University. At guard, a senior from Danville, Virginia, number 1, Taylor Ray. At guard, a junior from Williamsburg, Virginia, number 11, Zaria America. At forward, a senior from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, number 14, Brianna Sand. At guard, a senior from Raleigh, North Carolina, number 15, Lisa Harris. At guard, a senior from Lancaster, South Carolina, number 22, Nykerisha Coleman. Head coach for Averett is first assistant Tim Rotish.
And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network, as we're about to get the tip-off of this one here for the first quarter of this last home game here for the Cougars. It's the Averett University Cougars up against the Hornets of Lynchburg University, or the University of Lynchburg as they call it, with Bree Spainauer and Brianna Sams set to take the tip, and it'll be all 5 seniors for the Cougars to start as the Hornets get the tip, and it'll be Spainauer here to start it out for the Hornets. It'll be Little John, kicks over Parker, back to Little John. Little John will drive in on Sams. 3 kicked out of here early as it'll be rebounded by Taylor Ray, as the ref will call it off the hands of Lynchburg, so it'll be an early defensive stop here for the Cougars as they'll get their first offensive possession here for this one, as that three-pointer came from Kaysen on the near side corner, as it's Zaria America out to start out for Taylor Ray. Kicks over to the far side wing for Coleman as Coleman knocks down the 3 to start this one out. And the first points of the game belong to Nikisha Coleman, number 22 in white for the Cougars. Spainauer drives in. There was Audra Petty as the Hornets tried to find some offense on the inside, as they have a couple of taller players underneath in the post to try to find their inside game, but have turned the ball over twice here to start out this one, as the Cougars still lead it here 3-0, as Ray will start it out here for the Cougars, as she'll take the shot and she's fouled and will go to the line for 2 shots to help for a chance to expand the lead here for the Cougars, as she was fouled going up, as that foul was called on number 5, Parker, Selah Parker. Ray's first shot from the line is no good, so she's over one on the line from the trip. Ray's second shot from the line is good, so she'll expand the lead to 4 points here for the Cougars, as it'll be Kate Littlejohn to start out the possession here for the Hornets. As she'll find Spainauer underneath. Kicks it out to Kaysen. Finds Littlejohn driving in as she'll throw it up off the backboard. No good, as it'll be rebounded by Sam. Sam's running with it as she'll back it out here for Zaria America. As America will drive in, she'll back it back out. Tried to find Sam's underneath, but it's picked off by Kaysen. Kaysen running the floor as she'll knock down the shot. Sorry, that's Audra Petty. As she'll knock down the shot for the Hornets as they'll cut the they'll cut the lead here in half for the Cougars, as Harris will find America on the top of the key. Over to Ray, kicks over to Coleman. Coleman drives in, takes the mid-range, no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Littlejohn. Littlejohn will run the floor. Fast break here for the Hornets, as Littlejohn just threw it way too strong and out of bounds, as it'll be another turnover here for the Hornets, as the Cougars will get the ball back here with 7:52 left to go here in the first quarter. As it'll be Harris to inbound at the senior, one of the seniors, I should say, to start it out here for the Cougars. As she'll find Coleman on the near side wing. Kicks it back into Harris. Harris over to America. America takes the three. No good, as it'll be rebounded by Sams, though. Put back shot is no good, as it'll be rebounded by Petty. And she'll find Bree Spainauer running with it, as she'll find Littlejohn in the corner for the three, as she'll knock it down. Littlejohn with the wide open three, able to give the Hornets the lead. Now 5-4 here in the Grant Center early, as the Cougars now find themselves in a 1-point deficit, as Sams will drive in. Met by good defense by Littlejohn, as she'll find America. America spins off the backboard as she's called for the traveling violation, as the Hornets get their first stop. As Parker will check out here for the Hornets, as it'll be Littlejohn to bring it up here for the Hornets. Littlejohn finds Kaysen. Kaysen underneath to Petty. Petty throws up the mid-range and knocks it down, as the Hornets have now expanded their lead to 3. It's 7-4 here with 6.5 left to go. Harris drives in herself, kicks out to Coleman for the three. Coleman no good this time. It's rebounded though and saved by America, who will find Sams on the rebound. Sams kicks it out to Ray on the near side wing. Finds America on the near side wing, as she'll try to drive in on Littlejohn. Kicks it back over to Coleman. Coleman on the near side wing. Spins. Finds Sam underneath on the post. Sam's thrown it off the backboard and it's good. Sams with an excellent possession, able to throw it off the backboard to find some points, as she brings the lead now to just 1 for the Hornets, as Littlejohn find Kaysen. Back to Petty. Petty finds Littlejohn out of the top of the key with 9 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Ray right on Littlejohn, kicks it back out to Petty. Petty takes the three and knocks it down. An excellent offensive possession by Lynchburg leads to 3 easy points here for the Hornets, as they'll take a 4-point lead now over the Cougars. As there'll be Brianna Sams find Coleman. She'll find America, as America will throw up the shot. It's good, but the foul will be called before the shot, so the foul will be on the floor. But they will stay here with Averett with a fresh 20 on the shot clock, as Coleman, Sams, and Ray will all check out here for Dee Dee Jiggets, Kiana Jordan, and it looks like Lily Strittmatter for the Cougars, so they'll get their first minutes here in this one. Strittmatter to inbound, finds America. America thought about the three, passes it up for Kiana Jordan, who will find Strittmatter out on the post to run the offense. Who finds Dee Dee Jiggets out on the far side wing, kicks it into Strittmatter. Strittmatter's shy, rolls around, and it's good, as they'll cut the Hornet lead to just 2. As Littlejohn A little back and forth play here to Petty as Petty will draw the foul. So it looks like she'll go to the line after we take a quick timeout here on the Averett Sports Network. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here in just a moment. Welcome back to the Averett Sports Network with, looks like it'll be Audra Petty at the free throw line for her first 2 shots of the day after being fouled underneath the basket. Petty's first shot is good as she'll be perfect from the line on the trip. Second shot from Petty is good, so she'll expand the Hornet lead to now 4 with 4:49 left to go here in the first quarter, as there'll be Lily Strittmatter here to bring it up here for the Cougars as she'll hand it off to America on the top of the key. America will find Jiggets. Jiggets will drive in, take the mid-range, and she'll just be a little bit off, but it's rebounded by Strittmatter. Strittmatter will go up with second chance shot. No good. Rebounded by the Cougars as there'll be a ball on the floor. The refs will call a jump ball. As it'll stay here with Averett on the near side. As Strittmatter will find Jiggets, and Jiggets puts up the shot and good. Dee Jiggets able to find some space underneath to be able to grab that pass underneath and score a quick basket for the Cougars to bring them to within 2. As Littlejohn will start out here for the Hornets. Littlejohn finds Kaysen. Kaysen kicks it out to the corner, no good. Petty with the rebound. Petty puts up the shot, no good. Second chance try, third chance try. As she'll kick it out, back out to Petty. Finds Kaysen, back out to Littlejohn, as Littlejohn will run and reset with 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Kicks it back out to Petty. Petty will be forced to throw it up, and it's no good and roll out as it'll be rebounded by America underneath. America will run with it. Fast break opportunity here for the Cougars. America will take it herself, and she'll knock down the shot as she'll bring the Cougars all tied up here at 12. It's a brand new ball game with 3:17 left to go in the first quarter. Littlejohn find Kaysen. Will find Kaysen. Back to Littlejohn. Finds Kaysen on the near side. Littlejohn's pass is intercepted by Jordan as she'll get it off to Harris. Harris will find Jiggets underneath, as though Harris will be called for the travel. So it'll go back the other way with the Hornets. As a fast break opportunity ended up with Elisa Harris taking one too few many steps. As the Hornets will start out their brand new possession here, as it'll be number 3, Madison Hoffman. Hoffman kicks it over to number 33, that's Caitlin Canada.
Ball out of bounds to Lynchburg.
as we'll have an inbounds play here on the far side. That's Hoffman, finds her teammate underneath, and as that's Spainauer is able to get her shot to go. So the Hornets will expand their lead now to 2, taking another 14-12 lead here over the Cougars here early on as Jordan takes the 3, is no good. Rebounded by Eberhardt, who will able to find Coleman it will find Sellers as Sellers will throw it off the backboard as it'll be no good. And the Hornets will run with it as it'll be Spainauer underneath. Spainauer will try to find Parker underneath as she'll be out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover off the Hornets, so we'll go back the other direction in favor of the Cougars, and it'll be Lily Strittmatter here to inbound it here to Carisha Sellers. Strittmatter kicks it over to Jordan on the far side wing. Over to Sellers inside. Sellers will turn around, take the mid-range shot, rolls around and just rolls out as it'll be rebounded by the Hornets. Fast break opportunity, here we go. As it'll be underneath for number 22, that's Taylor Brown. As Eberhardt is caught in the air. Parker thought about the shot. Will find Spainauer underneath. No good by Spainauer. Grabs her own rebound as it'll be knocked out of bounds by Dee Jiggets as it'll stay here with the Hornets. As a pass will be here, intercepted by Dee Jiggets off of Bree Spainauer as it'll be an easy layup, but no good though as Kiana Jordan will get the rebound and will go to the line after being fouled underneath as she'll go to the line here for 2 shots. Her first 2 shots of the day.
Foul number 25, Bree Spainauer. 2 shots at the line for Kiana Jordan.
Jordan's first shot is no good off the back of the rim. Second shot from Jordan is good, so she goes 1 for 2 from the line on the trip. As it'll be Madison Hoffman here to start it out here for the Hornets as she'll throw it over the head of number 22, Taylor Brown, as they'll turn it over here with 56.5 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, with Averett now only down by 1 by a score of 14-13, as the Cougars look like they will get the ball back here with a chance to run out the clock here in the first quarter. As Strittmatter will find Dee Jiggets. Jiggets will drive in, take the mid-range, and knock down the shot as she puts her team back in the lead here for the second time today. The Hornets moving the ball around. Jiggets right on Petty as Petty will throw up the shot. Rebounded as they'll be taken out of the hands of Strittmatter as the Hornets will get the lead back as Strittmatter find a wide open Jordan underneath. Jordan spins, puts the shot up and no good, but she's fouled as she'll go to the line here for a chance to put her team at the worst case scenario to tie with 14.3 seconds left to go, or take the lead with the score being 16-15 in favor of Lynchburg. Jordan's first shot is good, so she'll tie this game up at 16. Jordan's second shot is good. So she'll knock down both shots and give the Cougars back a 1-point lead here with 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter, as Lynchburg will look to put one last shot up before the end of the quarter. As Littlejohn drives in, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by the Cougars, as we'll go to the end of the first quarter with your score 17-16 in favor of the Cougars. So we'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be back with the start of the second quarter here to go here on the Averett Sports Network. We'll be right back in just a few moments. As we come to the start of the second quarter, as it'll be Littlejohn to start it out here for the Hornets, as she'll find Brooke Kaysen on the near side wing, as Littlejohn will drive in, put up the layup, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line here for 2 shots. That foul will be called on, looks like it'll be 14, Brianna Sams for the Cougars.
Foul number 2, Strip Powder. Littlejohn to the line for 2.
Littlejohn's first shot is good, so she ties this one up at 17. Second shot is no good off the back of the rim, as it's rebounded by Sellers, as she keeps the ball game tied up, as Dee Jiggins will take the shot, no, too strong off the backboard. Rebounded, though, strongly by Brianna Sams on the far side corner, as America will take the long 3, no good. As the refs will call it here out of bounds, so stay with the Cougars. Sams underneath, defended well by Parker, as America will take another 3, as she's blocked, though. Gets her own rebound, tries to put up the shot as the shot clock goes off. So the Hornets play defense and will get the basketball back here for a new possession here for a chance to take the lead. Littlejohn will find Parker on top of the key, defended well by Sellers. Back to Littlejohn. Littlejohn will put up the mid-range and knock it down, so it's now a 2-point lead here for the Hornets. Strittmatter will be the one to bring it up here for the Cougars. Finds America, back over to Sams, over to Jiggins. Jiggins will drive in as she'll be called for the offensive foul. Sorry, Harris will, sorry, it looks like it'll be Sams called for the offensive foul. Littlejohn finds Kaysen. Back into Spainhour. Spainhour's picked off by Jiggins with America running. America drives in as her pocket is picked, but able to find her rebound as Jiggets will throw a shot up off the backboard and no good. So the Hornets will come down with the rebound and will get the basketball back as Petty drives in on Harris. Kicks it back out to Kaysen. Kaysen takes the three. No good off the back of the rim. It'll be rebounded by Jiggets. Jiggets with the long pass to America. America will drive in as she'll be fouled by Petty underneath and will go to the line here for two. With the Hornets still leading 19-17 with 7:46 left to go in the first half. First shot, I should say, from America is no good. So she goes 0 for 1. Second shot from America is no good. So she misses both, but Jiggets tried to get the rebound as she'll argue with the ref that she thought that was off the hands of one of the Hornets. But the ref will say in favor of Lynchburg as Audra Petty now will check out here. As it looks like it'll be number 10, Jacqueline Jacobecki. As Parker will drive in. No good off the front of the rim, a little too strong. Mizell with the rebound as she'll run with the ball. Rebounded by the Cougars as America will back it out as though her pocket is picked. Kaysen will run with it. Her pass is intercepted. Blocked by Mizell, but she's fouled. As Parker will go to the line after being fouled hard by Jaleel Mizell. As Parker will go to the line here for a chance to expand the lead for the Hornets. Parker's first shot from the free throw line is good, so she expands the lead now to 3. Second shot is no good. Jiggets will get the rebound here for the Cougars as they'll get the fast break opportunity. Jiggets will go coast to coast and knock down the shot for the Cougars as she will bring the Cougars now to within 1 by a score of 20-19. Kaysen as the ball will be off the hands of Parker, says the referee, so the Hornets will turn the ball over thanks to the hands of Dee Jiggets as she's able to knock the ball away and off the hands of the Hornets. So Mizell will be the one to inbound it here for the Cougars. America finds Mizell on top of the key. Mizell will drive in as it'll be off the hands of Mizell as she'll turn it over. And we'll go to the other way here with Brooke Kaysen to inbound it here for the Hornets. As it'll be Littlejohn now here to start it out here for the Hornets. Littlejohn finds Hoffman. Hoffman defended well by America. Hoffman kicks into, that's number 10, Jacobecki.
Now number 15, Lisa Harris.
Sorry, excuse me, her last name is pronounced Jacobecki. As it'll stay here with the Hornets. As they'll inbound it here. Thanks to Hoffman as Littlejohn will start out a fresh 15 for the Hornets as Jacobecki kicks out to Littlejohn with the 3. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded though by Kaysen. Kaysen finds Littlejohn as Littlejohn will back it out here to start it out fresh and a fresh offense here for the Hornets. With 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. As the no good off the backboard as the Cougars will go back with it. Perkins will find Sams running. Sams will back it out to Harris. Harris will find Mizell. Mizell will be the one to call the offense out. Mizell drives in on Littlejohn, puts up the shot and knocks it down. As the Cougars now take back the lead 21-20. As Kaysen, good defense here by the Cougars, knocked away by Harris. Finds the hands of Mizell, will find Sams and picked off by Spainauer. Finds Littlejohn running over to Hoffman. Hoffman finds Littlejohn on the handoff, who will find a wide open Kaysen with the three. It is no good. It's rebounded by Perkins. Perkins tried to get the pass off as it'll roll out as the Hornets are unable to find any points. Rebounded on the floor by Sams as it'll be a jump ball on the floor. As the refs have yet to make a call, as a timeout here though will be called by the Hornets, so we'll take it with them as we'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a moment. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. After that timeout with the Cougars still leading here 21-20 in the Grant Center, as there'll be a possession arrow in favor of Averett. As Lily Stripmatter will be the one to bring it out here for the Cougars. As she'll find Dee Jiggets on the far side wing. Kicks it back over to Zara America on the top of the key. Finds Eberhardt running. Hands it off to Brianna Sams. Sams hands it off to Jiggets. Jiggets will drive in with it. Throw it off the backboard. She'll put it back up and in. As the Cougars now have taken a 23-20 lead over the Hornets of Lynchburg. As Hoffman will find Parker on the far side wing. As Parker will be called for the travel violation. So the Hornets will turn it over here for the Cougars to get the ball back. Stripmatter will be the one to inbound it. She'll find Eberhardt on the far side wing. Eberhardt back over to Stripmatter. She'll find back over to Eberhardt. Eberhardt will drive in on it. She'll kick it back out to Sams. Sams well defended on the far side corner. Kicks over to Stripmatter. Finds Sams again. Back over to America on the top of the key. Shot clock winding down here for the Cougars as America is passed to Sams is picked off as Littlejohn will run with the ball. She'll throw the layup off the backboard as it's rebounded by Eberhardt. Back over to Jiggets. Jiggets running with it. Jiggets will put up the shot off the backboard. No good as it'll be rebounded by Littlejohn. And back here we go with the Hornets running here with the fast break. As Hoffman will pull out here for Littlejohn. As she'll find Brown. Back over to Hoffman. Hoffman will get the pass off to Parker. Parker's pass over to Littlejohn. Littlejohn with the wide open three as Littlejohn will knock it down. Littlejohn's wide open three will tie up this game here with 3 minutes left to go in the half here. The score is now all tied up here at 23. as it'll be Didi Jiggets here to take the mid-range shot, as she'll be no good off the back of the rim, as it'll be rebounded by Bree Spainhour, as she'll find Hoffman running with it, finds Littlejohn back down the court. It's a wide open layup here for Brown, and Brown will give the Hornets back a 2-point lead here with 2.5 left to go. Stripmatter will find Jiggets on the near side corner. Jiggets a little fancy footwork as she'll get her own rebound off the backboard. Second chance try, no good, as it's rebounded by Littlejohn. Littlejohn will be the one to run with it. Hoffman on the far side of the court. She can't save it. It'll be out of bounds here off the hands of Hoffman, as the Cougars will get the ball back. We'll have a few substitutions here, so it'll be Harris, Jordan, and it looks like it'll be Sellers now back in here for the Cougars. As it'll be Kaysen, Littlejohn, Petty, and number 33, that's Caitlin Canada, as Jordan throws it off the backboard and no good. As the Hornets now will come down with the rebound, as Canada thought about the shot, kicking into Petty. Petty turns around, picked off by Jordan. Jordan will run with it here for the Cougars. Jordan trying to find the pass to Harris, as it'll go off the hands of one of the players for the Hornets. It looks like it'll be Caitlin Canada. As it looks like we'll have another substitution here for the Cougars, as Didi Jiggets will get a breath and a break here for the Cougars, as it'll be Coleman here to check back in here for the Cougars, as Jordan will find the inbounds over to Sellers. Sellers will find Stripmatter here on the offense, as she'll find Harris. Harris will try to get a spin move off. Coleman will take the three, no good off the back of the rim. Rebounding again by Sellers. Sellers puts it back up, no good on the second try. Third chance try, no good. Rebounding again, as Petty will strip it out of the hands of Sellers rather strongly, as it'll be off the hands of Harris, as it'll stay here with Lynchburg. As good defense here by the Cougars. It'll stay here with the Hornets. That's Kaysen will find Littlejohn in the near side corner. Finds Kaysen. Kaysen takes a three, as she'll knock it down. Brooke Kaysen able to find a wide open three, as the Hornets have now taken a 28-23 5-point lead over the Cougars with 52 seconds left to go here in the half. Sellers finds Jordan. Jordan on top of the key. Jordan will drive in on Bree Spainhour. Kicks it back over to Stripmatter. Stripmatter backs it out here for Sellers. Sellers will be the one to drive in, but it's off the hands of Sellers. It'll be turned over, as it'll go back the other way in favor of Lynchburg, as Lynchburg will get the last possession of the half. Littlejohn finds Canada, as Jordan picks off the pass underneath. Finds Stripmatter for the three. As Stripmatter knocks down the shot off the turnover. Lily Stripmatter with a wide open three, which is nothing but net, cuts the lead here for the Hornets to just 2 points as we come to the end of the half. Your score, 28-26 in favor of Lynchburg. We're going to take a halftime break here on the Averett Sports Network. We'll be right back in just a little bit after halftime. Again, your score going into halftime, 28-26 in favor of the Hornets, as they retain a 2-point lead. We'll be back after halftime in just a little bit.
At NCAA Championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The NCAA Division III Women's Basketball Championship, coming to Salem, Virginia this March. Get your seats at ncaa.com/tickets.
And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network with the second half here in the Grand Center. Yet to start here for about 4 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. Let's look at some halftime stats here before the second half gets started. As you know, the Cougars were able to cut the lead that was put out by the Hornets from Lynchburg thanks to a Lily Strittmatter for end of the first half, wide open three-point shot to be able to cut it to a 2-point lead here, and with a chance to be able to take the lead here at the start of the second half. Right now, to start out here with the home side, Averett is 10 for 33 from the field, going just 30.3% from the field. 2 for 8 from three-point range. It's just about 25%. With about 50% here from the free throw line, 25 rebounds, 12 of those on the offensive side, 13 of those on the defensive side. 4 ties, 7 lead changes, with Averett only holding the lead for about a little over 5 minutes of play so far here in this one, with Lynchburg taking the lead with about 12 minutes, a little over 12 minutes. Of the first half, with the Cougars only having the lead for 25.3% of the game so far, with putting it back over to the Lynchburg side. Here's they have the 28-26 lead here for shooting 10 for 27 from the field. That's just about 37%, going 40% from the 3-point range. With shooting about 66, just over 66% here from the free throw line. 17 rebounds, with 6 on the offensive side, 11 on the defensive side. 4 ties, 7 lead changes, with them having held the lead for just over 12 minutes of the first half over the Cougars, with the largest lead for the Hornets being at 5 points. With holding the lead 28-23 in the first half, with just over a minute left to go here in the first half. We're going to step aside here just before the start of the second half. Here left to go here in the Grand Center. We're going to step aside here on the Averett Sports Network. We'll be right back here for the start of the second half in just a little bit. As we're underway here in the second half with Littlejohn, kicks it back over to Petty. Petty knocks down the three for the Hornets. As the Hornets get the first points of the second half thanks to a wide open near side wing three from Audra Petty here. So the Cougars will give it to Jiggets as Jiggets will knock down the wide open layup here for the Cougars. As she'll cut the lead here to three for the Hornets. As good passing and unselfish play here, gets it over, back over to Audra Petty. Petty kicks it back over in the corner to Parker. Parker back over to Littlejohn as Kaysen knocks down the three for the Hornets. As the Hornets have now taken a 34-28 lead to start the second half. As Jiggets will bring it down here for the Cougars. Jiggets back over to Sams. Sams will drive in on Parker. Kick it back over to Stripmatter. Stripmatter takes a three, no good. As it's rebounded by Kaysen. Kaysen will run it with it here for the Hornets. Kaysen will hold up now with Littlejohn to start out the offense here for Lynchburg. Littlejohn finds a little bit of unselfish play, a little give and go play, ends up with Audra Petty able to find a wide open layup underneath on the give and go play. As Stripmatter will find Eberhardt on the far side wing. Back over to America. America will take the three now for the Cougars. As Jiggets gets the rebound and is fouled underneath, so she'll go to the line for two free throws for a chance to cut down this Hornet lead, which right now is standing at 8 points. First shot from Jiggets is good, so she'll be perfect so far on the trip. Second shot from Jiggets is good, so she'll knock down both free throws from the line. So she'll cut down the Hornet lead to just 6 points, standing at 36-30. As Littlejohn will take over the offense here for the Hornets. As she'll hand it off to Kaysen. Kaysen hands it back off to Littlejohn as Littlejohn is fouled on the arc by Zaria America. So there'll be an inbounds play here on the near side. On the left, if you're watching from home, on the left side of your screens. As she'll get into Audra Petty. Petty right with Sam's right on her. Kicks it back over as she'll pass it into Spainhour. Spainhour tried to find the pass inside to Parker, but will turn it over. As she tried to find Parker underneath, but could not find the pass as she was well defended by Brianna Sams underneath on the far side post. So Stripmatter will be the one to bring it out here for the Cougars. She'll find Jiggets driving underneath, inside. Finds Sams underneath. Sams will throw it off the backboard and she'll knock it down. Brianna Sams with a little excellent spin move that ends up with a shot being thrown off the backboard and knocking it down. As another turnover here for the Cougars. Sams will be the one to come down with it as she'll find Stripmatter. Stripmatter kicks it over to America. America wide open three on the near side and no good as the Hornets will come back with it. Though the pocket is picked above Littlejohn as Jiggets will knock down the shot here for the Cougars. As the Cougars have gotten a few straight baskets which are crucial here to now only having a 2-point deficit with 6:58 left to go here in the third quarter. As the Cougars have done an excellent job of cutting down the lead, though another wide open three is taken by Kaysen as America runs down the rebound. Stripmatter will find Harris here on the near side wing as Jiggets will throw the pass into Sams. Sams off the backboard as they'll be called for the foul, called for the travel violation. A few too many steps for Brianna Sams was the difference between a traveling violation and a foul going off the backboard and between a 3-point play. As Hoffman will find Kaysen over to Petty on the top of the key. Petty kick it over to Littlejohn. Littlejohn with a three is still knocked down the three for Lynchburg. As Littlejohn knocks down the wide open three, it will give Lynchburg back the 5-point lead, 39-34, with 6 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. So Harris will find Jiggets on the top of the key. Jiggets with the three, no good. Rebounded by Hoffman. Hoffman will run with it here for the Hornets. As she'll back out here with on the press. And she'll find Littlejohn. Littlejohn driving in. Back over to Hoffman. Hoffman kicks it out to Kaysen. Kaysen well defended. Kicks it into Hoffman as Hoffman is blocked underneath as it'll be America on the floor. Jump ball is called by the ref. Let's see who it'll be given to. It looks like the refs will call in favor of the Cougars. So Harris will be the one to bring it out here on possession for the Cougars as Mizell just checked in for the Cougars. As Mizell is screened by Sams. Over to Jiggets. Jiggets finds Sams underneath. A little give and go play ends up with a wide open layup for Brianna Sams. As the Cougars have now cut it down to just 3 for Lynchburg. As Kaysen well defended. Into Brown. Brown knocks down the wide open mid-range on the corner. As Brown will expand the lead here for the Hornets. And kill the drive here for the Cougars. So Sellers will find Mizell. Mizell on the top of the key. Mizell will take the mid-range shot and no good. Rebounded by Jiggets. Jiggets no good and blocked. So Lynchburg will run with it. Back goes Petty. Petty will take the three, knocks it down for Lynchburg. Excellent defense, ends up with a wide open three for Lynchburg as they now lead this game by 8. As Harris will find Jiggets. Jiggets with a three now as Jiggets will knock down the three as she'll cut down the lead to 5. So back and forth play ends up with 2 wide open threes from each team. As Littlejohn will drive in on Sellers. Back out to Kaysen. Kaysen wide open three, no good. So Spainhour and Parker will now check in for Littlejohn. As we'll also check in with who that other substitution though was. But we'll go to immediate timeout here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Back here on the Averett Sports Network. So to who that substitution was, it'll be Hoffman, Brown, looks like it'll be Spainhour, Parker, and Kaysen here for the Hornets. as it'll be Elisa Harris to bring it up here for the Cougars. She'll find Kiana Jordan here on the far side wing. Jordan back out to Mizell. Mizell will drive in. She'll pass fake as she'll knock down the 2-point mid-range shot for the Cougars. She'll cut down the lead to just 3. So the Cougars have pulled to within 3 of the Hornets, who are sitting at way higher up in the ODAC standings than they are. As good defense here from the Cougars as Jiggins picked up the pass by the Hornets. She'll run with it. She'll go coast to coast, throw off the backboard as it'll be no good, but Jiggins will be fouled, so she'll go to the line here for 2 shots for a chance to cut down the lead even more.
Number 5, Sayla Parker with the foul.
As that foul will be called on Sayla Parker, number 5 for Lynchburg. As Jiggins' first shot is good as it rolls off the back of the rim and goes off the front of the rim and rolls in. Second shot here from Jiggins is no good off the front of the rim, but rebounded by Jordan. Second chance opportunity, blocked by Brown so Lynchburg will go back the other way. Hoffman finds Parker on the far side wing. Back to Kaysen, who finds Hoffman. Hoffman's pass is picked off by Mizell. Mizell's layup is good. Mizell gets the steal and ends up with the basket, and we are all tied up here with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the Grant Center in the third quarter. As the Cougars have now come all the way back to tie it up here in the Grant Center, as a foul will be called underneath by Dee Jiggins, as she tried to pick off the pass in front of Taylor Brown. Hoffman finds Parker over to Kaysen, into Brown. Brown off the backboard and good. So unselfish play here from the Hornets. Gives them back a 2-point lead here with just over 2.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, as the ball is off the foot of Jiggins, back into the hands of Jiggins off of Mizell. Jiggins takes the mid-range, no good, but rebounded by Jordan. Good rebound by Kiana Jordan, finds a fresh 17 here for the Cougars, as Mizell will bring out the offense. Kicks over to Sellers. Sellers' shot is blocked, but a foul is called by Brooke Kaysen. So that'll be 2 fouls now for Brooke Kaysen here in the half.
Sellers to the line.
It'll be Sellers here at the line for 2 shots as she was fouled on the way up. First shot from Sellers is no good off the back of the rim, so she's 0 for 1 on the trip. Second shot from Sellers is no good off the backboard and rebounded by Littlejohn. So the Cougars are unable to capitalize on the foul. She'll hand it off to Parker, as Parker is fouled on the switch on defense by Carisha Sellers. So Parker will check out here now for number 14. That's Ashley Vandergrift. As a pass is thrown away, but it'll be off the hands of the Cougars, so it'll stay here with Lynchburg, and it'll be inbounded here by Vandergrift. She'll find Littlejohn on the inbound. Littlejohn screened hard by Kaysen, as a foul was called by Mizell on the switch. She can't believe it. She's arguing the call. She'll find Spainhour. Spainhour's pass is almost intercepted by Mizell, but it'll stay here off the hands of Mizell. It'll stay here with the Hornets. She'll inbound it to Brown. So Littlejohn will be the one to start it out here for the Hornets. She'll drive in on Eberhardt, kick it over to Spainauer. Spainauer back to Brown. Brown drives in, throws the shot off the backboard, and it rolls in on the lucky bounce. So the Hornets now take a 4-point lead, 48-44, over the Cougars here in the Grand Center with 1:20 left to go here in the third quarter. As Mizell will find Jordan on the near side wing. Jordan with the three, no good. Rebounded by Eberhardt off the tip of Brown. As Jiggets will now take the three, as Jiggets will knock down the three. Jiggets with the wide open three on the third chance opportunity. So as the Cougars will now bring this game to within just one, as that pass is picked off by the Cougars. As Jiggets, though, stepped on the line. So the Hornets will stay out of trouble with Jordan, Eberhardt, and Mizell all checked out here for the Cougars. So it'll be Coleman, America, Sams, and Stripmatter here to check in for the Cougars. As the refs are talking about something. As they're going over the shot clock, there seems to be a problem with how much time is left on the shot clock. As the refs seem to be talking it over. As they'll take a look at it. So I guess we'll go to the immediate timeout while the refs talk over how much time is left on the shot clock. We're going to take a break here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be right back in just a moment. As the shot clock will be reset to 19.2 seconds, as Littlejohn will be the one to inbound it here for the Hornets, as she'll find Audra Petty. Petty will back down Jiggets, throw up the shot, and Petty's fouled underneath by Jiggets, as she'll go to the line here for two shots.
Jiggets with the foul for third, team fifth. Petty to the line for two free throws.
So Petty will get two shots from the line here for Lynchburg with 42.5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Petty's first shot is good, and it will expand the lead here for the Hornets to 2. Second shot here from Petty is good, so Petty goes perfect from the line on the trip to the charity stripe. So Stripmatter will be the one to bring it up here for the Cougars. Sams will find America. America on the top of the key. Over to Jiggets. Jiggets thought about the three. Will instead drive in as she'll find Stripmatter. Screen by America. Stripmatter, good defense on her as America will take the three. America's three is off and will be rebounded by Brown as Jiggets tried to pull on a little bit of press on the Brown. Though Littlejohn will bring it up here for the Hornets. As it's picked off though by America as the ball is thrown off the backboard and no good as it almost went in. And the game almost was tied up at 50, but it just rolls out. So we come to the end of the third quarter. 10 minutes set to go here on the clock for the fourth and final quarter of this one. It's Lynchburg 50, Averett 47. We'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network before the start of the fourth and final quarter of this one between Lynchburg and Averett. with the start of the fourth and final quarter here in the Grand Center in Danville between the home Averett University Cougars and the visiting University of Lynchburg Hornets. It's Spainauer to drive in on Jiggets, kicks it back over to Parker. Back to Littlejohn, defended by Sams. Littlejohn met by Sams. Kicks it over on the far side wing. A deep three ball is no good from Kaysen. It'll be rebounded by Jiggets as Jiggets is fouled by Spainauer. As a foul was called on Spainauer. As a technical foul looks like it's called on Lynchburg by the arguing of the coach. So a couple of free throws coming up here for the Cougars. It'll be America to take them, as the first free throw by America is no good. So it stays here at a 3-point lead. That's all that stands in between the Cougars and a senior day win. It is the second free throw is too strong off the back of the rim. So it stays here with the Cougars though as they get the possession arrow. Strip matter. We'll find Jiggets underneath on the near side wing. Jiggets trying to find someone, finds Harris on the near side wing. Harris will drive in. Harris finds Sams on the far side wing. In the corner, Strip matter. Strip matter back to the top of the key, finds Jiggets. Jiggets with a 6-second shot clock. Jiggets takes the shot as Jiggets will go to the line and is fouled by Petty. Sorry, the foul will be called on Littlejohn. As a good possession by the Cougars ends up with Dee Jiggets at the line here for two. As Jiggets will knock down the first shot, so she brings the lead to within two. So the Cougars are right here with the Hornets. As the second shot is nothing but net and goes down, so 9:13 left to go. As the Cougars are only now down by 1 point to Lynchburg. As Littlejohn will find Kaysen on the far side wing. Back to Parker. Into Spainauer. Spainauer spins on Sams and is fouled by Sams. She'll go to the line here for two shots of her own.
Foul number 14, Brianna Sams. Her second. 2 free throws.
The first shot from Spainauer is good, so she'll bring the lead to two. Second shot from Spainauer is no good, so the Cougars have a chance to tie it up here. Fast break is Brianna Sams, so she'll back it out here for Lily Stripmatter, who will find America on the top of the key. Over to Jiggets. Jiggets will drive in, she'll lose the handle. Petty will run. Back to Littlejohn. Littlejohn will drive in as the pass is intercepted by Stripmatter as the ball was knocked out by Stripmatter. Harris will find America. America with a wide open three. She'll knock it down as the Cougars have taken the lead here in the Grand Center with 8:20 left to go here in the second half. 52-51. The Cougars now lead by 1 with 8:10 left to go. America, Petty right with America on her. Finds Parker with Stripmatter right on her. Petty's three is good as she knocks it down. As she'll give her team back the lead by 2. This is a back and forth affair here in the Grand Center with a little under 8 minutes left to go here in this one between these two teams. Here in this crucial ODAC matchup, as Jiggets will take the shot and no good as she's well defended. It'll be rebounded by Spainauer. Spainauer will start out the possession here for the Hornets. As Parker will find Petty. Petty kicks it over to Kaysen. Kaysen with strip matter right on her is also met by Sams. Spainauer double teamed in the corners. Kaysen no good on the three. Rebounded by strip matter with 7:11 left to go here, so plenty of time here for the Cougars. Sams in the corner. Sams takes the three, no good. So Littlejohn will find the rebound here for the Hornets. Petty in underneath to Spainauer. Well defended, double teamed, and no good on the rebounded by America. America will be the one to start the possession here for the Cougars as she'll run in. She'll drive in off the front of the rim as Littlejohn will get the rebound. Find Petty. Petty drives in as she is fouled by Harris as the ref says blocking foul, as Harris thought that she was there in time for the charge.
Blocking foul on number 15, Elisa Harris. Her second. 2 free throws.
So Dee Jiggets will now check out here for the Cougars with 6.5 left to go. Petty's first shot from the line is good, so she'll expand the lead to 3. Second shot from Petty is good, so the lead is now 4 for the Hornets. Averett now calls timeout as they want to talk it over, as Coach Tim Crotish has a few words for his team. So we'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network as we'll take the timeout with them. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a moment. Back out of the timeout. It'll be Cougar basketball with a 4-point deficit here to work with. As Mizell will drive in and throw the shot off the backboard as it rolls out, though it's rebounded by Mizell. As it'll stay here with the Cougars after a jump ball is called by the referees. So Mizell will be the one to inbound it. Find America underneath. Out on the 3-point arc. Kicks it into Sellers. Sellers' shot is no good though, as she's fouled though. So she'll go to the line here for 2 shots for the chance to cut the lead down to 2. As the good hustle play by the Cougars gives them a chance at the line here for 2. First shot from Sellers is good, so she brings the lead to just within 3. Second shot from Sellers is no good, so it's a 3-point lead here for the Hornets. As Hoffman will be the one to bring it down, as she'll find Audra Petty on the top of the key. Out near midcourt as she's fouled by Sellers. As a blocking foul will be called by Sellers. That'll be her second. As America and Sams now check out here for the Cougars. As Jiggets will come back in as well as Harris. As Mizell with Sellers right on Littlejohn. Littlejohn has her pocket picked. Sellers open layup is good. So the Cougars now cut the lead down to just within one. As Sellers gets a steal and ends up with a wide open layup. As the Cougars have now cut the lead now just down to one. As the Cougars have a chance to get the basketball back as it's rebounded, no good by the Hornets. Running is Harris. Harris finds Sellers. Finds Jiggets underneath, takes the mid-range and rolls out, though it's rebounded by Petty. 5:22 left to go here in the fourth quarter. As it's Petty for the Hornets. As she's screened by Spainauer. As Petty is fouled by Jordan on the reach-in. So it'll be a foul on the floor here for the Hornets. Petty throws it out to Kaysen. As Kaysen tried to find Spainauer, finally finds Spainauer, back over to Petty. Petty screened by Spainauer, pass is picked off by Jordan. In the hands of Mizell. Mizell runs with it. Mizell well defended by Petty. Kicks it back out to Sellers, so Sellers will start it back out here for the Cougars. She'll find Mizell. Mizell will find Harris on the near side wing. Harris finds Mizell. Mizell takes a three. As Mizell knocks down the three. Mizell gives the Cougars a 2-point lead with 4.5 left to go here in the Grant Center. As the Cougars now have all the momentum. So Hoffman will be the one here to start it back out here for the Hornets. She'll find Kaysen, who will find Spainauer. Spainauer on the top of the key finds Petty. Petty takes the mid-range. She'll be no good. Rebounded by Parker, as Parker will be the one to tie it up here at 58 for the Hornets. So a tie game here with 4 minutes left to go. With Harris bringing it out here for the Cougars. Mizell finds Jordan. Kicks it back in here to Jiggets. Jiggets throws up the shot as she's fouled and will go to the line here thanks to the foul called by Petty. So Jiggets will go to the line, but that'll have to wait here as the Cougars will want to talk it over. We'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be right back in just a moment. As Jiggets will be at the free throw line here for 2 shots. After the foul was called on Audra Petty. So the Cougars get a chance to take the lead here if Dee Jiggets can knock down her 2 free throws at the line. First shot by Jiggets is good, so she gives her team a 1-point lead, 59-58. Plenty of time left in this one, 3:49 left to go. As Jiggets goes perfect from the line. So she gives her team a 60-58 lead here in the Grant Center over the Lynchburg University Hornets. Littlejohn drives in as she'll throw it off the backboard and tie this game back up at 60. She gets around the screen set by Petty. So Mizell will be the one to bring it up the court here for the Cougars. Mizell drives in, kicks out to Stripmatter. Stripmatter takes the three, no good off the back of the rim. Rebounded though by Littlejohn as Littlejohn is fouled by Mizell. As it looks like, no, the foul was called on Lynchburg. So it will stay here with Averett. As the refs now change their minds, as it's now a Lynchburg ball. As the referees want to talk it over. As there was one call called by the refs on the far side end. And there was one call from another ref which was totally different. So they'll go and take a look at it. As the referees are trying to figure this one out. With our game here all tied up at 60, they want to make sure that they had the right call with whose possession arrow it is. So it'll be possession Lynchburg, the referees say finally. Yep, it'll be possession arrow in favor of Lynchburg. So the Cougars will have to get back on defense here with 3:19 left to go. We're all tied up here at 60 in the Grant Center, as this one has been a tight game all day long, as these two teams have not been very far from one another. So Littlejohn will be the one here to start it out, as she'll drive in immediately on Harris, though she'll kick back out to Kaysen, as Kaysen's three, no good. Rebounded though, a strong rebound by Parker, as she'll find Littlejohn back out on top of the key, as Littlejohn will start it back out here with a fresh shot clock to work with. Littlejohn defended well by Harris. Littlejohn drives in on Harris. She'll throw up the shot, no good. Rebounded though by Kaysen. Kaysen found the rebound, but I guess a timeout was called. As we have paused play here, as the referees want to talk over something, as it was a shot clock violation on Lynchburg, so it'll be a turnover here by the Hornets, as the Cougars will now get the ball back. So Mizell will be the one to inbound it here for the Cougars. 2:40 left to go here in the Grant Center. With this game all tied up here at 60, as Harris will find Mizell on the near side wing. Mizell takes the shot, and then she's called for the foul, and she'll go to the line here for two after she is fouled on the inside of the free throw line after pausing her shot mid-air, but the contact was there, at least from the referee's point of view. So Mizell will go to the line and miss her first free throw. So it'll stay knotted up here at 60 with 2:26 left to go. Mizell's second shot is good, so she gives the Cougars a 1-point lead, and Coach Tim Kurish wants to talk it over. So we'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network with 2:26 left to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network. 2:26 left to go, and is all that's left between these two teams here today. As Averett now has taken a 1-point lead here over the Hornets, who have come in and given the Cougars a close game here in Danville. As Hoffman will find Littlejohn on the far side wing, kicks in to Petty. Petty well defended by Jiggets. Want to find Littlejohn back on the near side wing. Far side wing, I should say. It's another hostile play by the Cougars. Not by the Cougars, but by the Hornets. Thanks to Kaysen tipping it back out here to Littlejohn. As Littlejohn has 12 seconds on the shot clock left to work with. As she finds Kaysen, hands back off to Littlejohn. Littlejohn tries to drive in, met by America. Drives in over her other side as she throws up the shot, and good, as she now will give her team back a 1-point lead, 62-61 here in the Grant Center with a minute and a half left to go. She uses all of the shot clock, so Jiggets will drive in here for the Cougars. She'll lay up off the backboard as it'll be no good, tipped around. As a foul will be called on Zaya America on the reach-in foul, as she'll send Brooke Kaysen to the free throw line here for 2 more. As the first free throw from Brooke Kaysen is good, so she now gives her team a 2-point lead to work with just over a minute left to go. Kaysen's second shot is good, so it's now a 3-point lead here for Lynchburg. So Strip Matter will check out here for Julia Mizell. So she'll get a breather. So Harris will bring it up here for the Cougars. She'll find Mizell over to Jiggets. Jiggets will drive in. She'll hand it off to Sams, and Sams knocks down the layup and bring the lead to just within 1. As Coach Tim Crodish immediately calls the timeout and will want to talk it over. We're going to stay here with just over a minute left to go, as Coach Tim Crodish wants to talk it over and set up the play with his team to try to get a stop here with a minute left to go. As he'll talk over the possession arrow that he wants for the play that he wants for the team. With the Cougars only being down by 1 point. With the coach for Lynchburg also setting up her play here for her team. As the buzzer goes off, and we'll come out of the timeout here with America, Strip Matter, Sams, Jiggets, and Harris here for the Cougars, as they'll set up a little bit of full court press to try to get a stop. As Kaysen will find Hoffman, a little back and forth between Kaysen and Hoffman, as they'll beat the press, as the Cougars will get back here on defense. As Hoffman will find Littlejohn, as Littlejohn will now set up the play here with just over a minute left to go. As Littlejohn will kill a little bit of the clock, try to run the clock down, I should say. As Littlejohn now will drive in, back over to Hoffman. Hoffman will find Kaysen, back over to Littlejohn. Littlejohn will drive in on America. Littlejohn's shot is no good off the back of the rim as it's rebounded by Sams. 27 seconds left to go as the Cougars get a key stop. As a timeout is called, so Coach Crodish will want to set the play here for the Cougars with 21.9 seconds left to go. We're going to take a break here on the Averett Sports Network, but just to remind you before we step away here during the timeout, just to remind you, the Averett baseball team is now playing their second game of the doubleheader, so after this game comes to its conclusion, make sure to go over there and check that one out, as the Cougars took the first win of the season away from Hood College, as Averett is hosting the Blazers over at home over at Owen Fulton Field for today's season opener doubleheader. So go over and check that one out after this one ends here in the Grant Center. As Hood is already up 1-0 here over the Cougars, just over there at the baseball stadium. As Harris will find Jiggets. 20 seconds left to work with. Jiggets will drive in. Jiggets' shot no good. Second shot no good. Off the hands of Lynchburg, so the Cougars will get another chance after two layups are no good. As the referees want to talk about this one. As there will be a challenge here from Lynchburg to make sure that that one wasn't off of the hands of Averett. So we'll go to the timeout here as the referees just want to make sure that they had the right call. As we're down to our last 10 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter, with Averett now down by 1 point. What will the call be here from the refs? As it'll be, in favor of the Cougars. So Averett will get the ball back after and stay out of trouble after almost turning it over with 10 seconds left to go. So Lynchburg will lose their challenge after the call from the referee stood. So 10 seconds left to go. Here we go. As a foul is called by Spainhour, as Jiggets will go to the line. So Jiggets will go to the free throw line for a chance for a game winner. As that is Bree Spainhour's fifth and final foul, so she is fouled out of this game. First shot from Jiggets is good, so she ties this game up at 64. One shot coming here from Jiggets. Second shot from Jiggets is good, so she gives her team a 1 point lead with 7.7 faithful seconds left to go in the second half. As the Cougars have come back to take a 65-64 lead in the second half, as the Hornets want to talk it over. We're going to go right to the break here on the Averett Sports Network, but we'll be right back out of the timeout in just a second. .7 hopeful seconds left to go, as its possession arrow for Lynchburg, as the Cougars have taken a 65-64 lead here at home. 7.7 seconds left to go. 5, 4, shot goes, as the pass goes out. Petty's shot is no good as the Cougars have come all the way back and taken the lead and taken the win over Lynchburg on last-second free throws that have gone down thanks to D.D. Jiggets, as the Cougars come back and to take the win away from the Hornets here at home. 65-64 is the win for the Cougars. They have now snapped their 7-game losing streak and now will go back on the road for their last 2 games of the season. The Cougars and the season and their home season, at least, with a 65-64 win here over Lynchburg, as they ended this game on a 6-0 run, as they'll head into the locker room with a huge win over Lynchburg, as Lynchburg will drop this one as they'll go to 12-11 here on the season. As the Cougars ended this game 15 for 26 from the line, 28.6% from the, 57% from the free throw line, 28.6% from the three-point arc, and 33.8% from the field as they get the win here in Danville. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Again, make sure to check out the baseball game, again, going over again here on Flow College. And we'll be back here on the Averett Sports Network with whenever the next home game is after the baseball game. So for all of us here in Danville and for our broadcasting crew, I'm Wyatt Acapole. Glad to be here with you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day here on the Averett Sports Network on Flow College. Have a great day.